Today we set sail from Mackinac Island Harbor at 5 a.m. under very dark conditions. It was pitch black, we couldn't see a thing. We sailed 62 nautical miles to arrive at Presque Isle Harbor about 4 o'clock p.m. And this time we went around the north side of Boise Blanc Island for a change of scenery. So that was a really nice trip. Some of the highlights today were we got to watch the sunrise out on the lake, and although it seemed like we did a lot of motoring, we only burnt maybe 1.5 gallons of diesel, so we must have sailed a lot more than we realized. But overall, we had a beautiful day. Okay, we're backing out of Mackinac Island State Harbor. Time 4:53, right on schedule. And our destination today is going to be Presque Isle. Spinning around right now to head out of the harbor. Not much to see this early in the morning. But we're just now exiting the harbor and starting our voyage. I have no idea if any of this will show up on video, but out the back where the Mackinac Bridge is behind us with all of its lights on, and we're just leaving Mackinac Harbor. The lights on the right are Mackinac Island. And ahead is nothing but darkness with a little bit of light just barely starting to show on the horizon. How long have we been on the water, Mary? About an hour?
Yeah, a little over.
Yeah, we've been out on the water a little over an hour. We're the H. Lee White freighter is behind us, approaching the Mackinac Island. They just passed us. And also there's a cruise ship called the Ocean Voyager off our port stern, and that's headed for Mackinac Island. And we saw that on the marine traffic app earlier, but we've never seen it in person, so we got a nice view of it this morning. We attempted to hoist the sails, but right now they're just pretty much hanging limp, and we're motoring. And it looks like the wind might pick up a little bit later on and give us some benefit, but right now we're just motoring with the sails up, hoping for some wind. And we should have a sunrise within a half hour here, I think. But so far it's a beautiful, calm morning. hours from sailing, and we're doing about around 5 knots, and we're heading to Presque Isle still, and we're about 29 nautical miles from Presque Isle, so we got a good long way to go. Our estimated arrival is 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we set sail this morning right around 5 o'clock, so it's a good long day, but it's a perfect day out here just sailing along, and peace and quiet. Waves aren't bad at all. Kind of have the lake to ourselves today. Today we left Mackinac Island at 5 o'clock in the morning, a little bit before 5, and it looks like we'll probably reach Presque Isle a little after 5. And this is our first time approaching Presque Isle in the daylight. A couple days ago, Andrew and I sailed in, I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning in the dark, and then when we departed Presque Isle, Mary and I sailed out in the dark also, so it'll be fun to see what it looks like pulling in the daylight, and you can see the lighthouse off to the right there on the shore. And I want to research later, that lighthouse reminds me a lot of the South Manitou lighthouse. It seems to be about the same height and the same style, so it'll be interesting to see if they're built off of the same plans. So up around the point here, we'll be turning to starboard, and there's a range that will follow in, and then the buoys that lead into the marina. So unfortunately, we've got a beautiful 14 mile an hour, 14 knot breeze right now, but it's right exactly on our nose. you approach Presque Isle Harbor, there's a red buoy that you'll keep to the starboard, and it's lit at night, and it also has a bell on it, which really makes it easy to find. Then as you proceed into the harbor, on shore there's a range. During the day there's two bright orange billboards, kind of one is high, one is low. Keep those lined up and then follow them right in. Then if you come in at night, there's bright green lights, same thing, one is above the other. And then if you keep those lined up, you can follow straight in along the channel. Then as you get close to the marina, there's another red buoy. So then you circle around that, keeping it again to the starboard. And then there's a row of buoys that lead into the harbor. If you come in at night, you're going to want to have a flashlight though, because none of those are lit. And Presque Isle Harbor is amazing because it's on a dark night. You can see the Milky Way right from your slip. But when you're trying to find that slip in the dark, that darkness can be a little bit of a challenge. So hopefully you have a nice bright spotlight or something. I think when my son and I came in, we were trying to use an iPhone to spot the buoys, even though I had a nice bright spotlight down below, but I was so tired I forgot about it. But it's a beautiful entrance into the harbor, very well marked, and fairly easy to find.